Good morning, Obotai. Just for posterity's sake, to revisit what we spoke about on Friday with regards to the halachot of snow on Shabbat, and with a bunch more questions that came up over Shabbat. So we spoke about how, according to a very large roster of poskim, snow is not muktzeh, it is mutar to shovel snow on Shabbat, and it is even permissible to apply snow or ice melt on Shabbat in situations where sakana may arise if you don't do that. Now, a few questions that arose over Shabbat. It was a very, very hot topic, especially because people said, wow, we never seen this, we never heard about this before. That's because you never looked in the poskim. But in any event, just to deal with a few things. First of all, I should have mentioned that this applies only in places with an eruv. If you don't have an eruv, you can't shovel snow on Shabbat. You can't carry anything outside on Shabbat because there's no eruv. I thought that was self-explanatory, but then again, here we are. So, there has to be an eruv in order to permissibly shovel snow on Shabbat. Now, also, it goes without saying that when the poskim allowed shoveling snow and applying ice melt on Shabbat, that means creating a path in and out of your house, perhaps a little bit on your sidewalk so that you can get in and people don't slip right in front of your sidewalk. That doesn't mean that you can shovel the entire block. That doesn't mean that you can shovel your backyard, and that also doesn't mean that you can clean your car on Shabbat, because all of these things are considered extra tirchot. They're considered tircha yetira on Shabbat. It's unnecessary. And many of these things are also considered ehachana mishabbat lechol, preparing on Shabbat for a weekday. What's permissible is what you need on Shabbat. You need a path, you need a walkway to get from the street into your house safely. So those things the poskim permit. But more than that is considered a needless toil on Shabbat and achana from Shabbat to a weekday, which is asur. Another issue is that there were people that were saying, Rav Moshe, if you look in Igrot Moshe, Chelek He, Orach Hayim, Siman Kaf Bet, he says meforash that snow is muktzeh on Shabbat. But if you listen back to Friday Shir, you'll see that I mentioned that, and that Rav Moshe said a very, very fine distinction between rain, which the Geonim and Rishonim and Maran HaShulchan Aruch say is not muktzeh on Shabbat, and snow, which is, and he doesn't even say the reason why. The vast majority of poskim take Rav Moshe to task on that, and they say that it's not true. There is no distinction between rain and snow on Shabbat, and just like rain is not muktzeh, snow is also not muktzeh. That is the opinion of the vast majority. Rav Moshe is almost the only one who says that, and the vast majority of poskim disagree with him, and therefore l'halacha ma'aseh, in this area, we are not concerned with the opinion of the Igrot Moshe. We go with Rova poskim who say that snow is not muktzeh on Shabbat. Just with regards to tomorrow. Tomorrow is a public fast day of Asara B'Tevet. In the New York City area, the fast starts, according to the Sephardic custom, at approximately 6:15 a.m. and ends at 4:55 p.m. As always, feel free to refer to Zmanei Yosef, the app, the calendar, and beyond, in order to see the appropriate Zmanim for Sfaradim, accurate according to Maran Zichrono Livracha. That is that if you want to wake up tomorrow morning to eat and drink a little bit before the fast, make sure before going to sleep tonight that you make a tanai. You say, I am not accepting the fast until Alot HaShachar, and if I wake up beforehand, I shall be able to eat and drink as I wish until Alot HaShachar, which is at 6:15. Have a wonderful day.